sensational goal from Vinicius.
So here we go again. Racism in football keeps happening, but since that only happens to Benny, what do you know what time it happened? The whole incident with the player?
I think shortly after this,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Junior, the match we're enjoying like into the first side. He's going to put some.
It reminded me of the one that Ronaldo scored on Barca.
Gives them the lead.
Yeah.
31 Champions
Dancing
League
again?
goals. As I say, 2 of them in finals and all the 4 in semi-finals. Been shown a yellow card for the celebration against Monaco last month.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to see that too.
Why? Well, the 5th of 6 against Monaco last month, but 21 games on the biggest stage in club football.
Okay.
Games, league goals in the previous 3 seasons. 31 in 77 games on the biggest stage in club football. I mean, there are all the moments like this in his young career. He does divide opinions, but there is no doubting what
I thought that I was gonna hit the triple X.
said from
Okay, I'm gonna leave it
beneath
right
his
here.
shirt, an insult.
When he put his shirt up right there. So here we go again. Um, I don't know. What do you think of this whole thing, Anthony?
I think it's a whole big mess. If he really did say something racist, shame on him. But I felt like I said in the past, Vinny does things that makes other people try to like get in his head and stuff, and fans and everything. I'm not saying this is okay, but Vinny's gotta try to tone it down a bit and try not to provoke fans and stuff.
Yeah, I yeah, I think that provoking fans, Benny definitely needs to stop that because I feel like anytime he scores, he wants to provoke the other team's fans. Um, but that should come more from like Real Madrid discipline, things like that. Also, right? Uh, however,
Oh wait, can I add
yeah,
something
yeah. Go
quick?
ahead, go ahead.
How I took his celebration before I even like heard any audio or any type of thing on social media, I took it like, oh, he's dissing he's kind of dissing Benfica or something, or the fans in a way. It's like he's pole dancing and grinding on the corner flag and stuff. That's how I took it. And then I heard commentators saying like, oh, he's samba dancing. And I'm like, I feel like there's nothing samba about that. Like he's going against the corner flag.
Well,
And
I was
I
actually,
don't know.
well, I think the whole thing is a big mess. Uh, but I'll get to celebration later. I just wanted to talk about like, you know, I don't think Benny lied of what he said, and I think Mbappe said he heard him say it 5 times.
Y después hay el número 25 de
This
Benfica,
is
no quiero
the
decir su
player
nombre, no
number
lo merece,
25 from Benfica. I don't want to say his name because he doesn't deserve it, who
También
starts
no se
speaking
acepta, pero
badly.
ha pasado en el
I don't
fútbol,
accept that,
pasará,
but it happens in
pero
football.
después ha metido su camiseta aquí
He
para
then
decir
put his
que
shirt
Vini es
over
un
his
mono 5
mouth
veces.
to
Yo
call
lo escucho.
Vini a monkey
Hay
5
jugadores
times. I
que lo
heard
han
it.
escuchado de Benfica también.
There were Benfica players who heard it
Después
too.
Um, so if there's more people that said they heard you say it, it's kind of against you already.
Mhm.
And also, I'm like, we know like racism exists, right? in football, it's always like people who say things, racist things to other players, especially, and usually happens to black players. Um, it's like there's a lot of black players in football, and you probably have teammates, or you will have teammates later that are also black. Like, what's the purpose of calling them names?
Yeah.
And and I didn't really look much into this player here, the Benfica player, but I heard that he also was a mess. And in the under 20s, or when he was playing with the national team in other tournaments, he was also provoking the other countries, like their culture and stuff like that. It's just that in this case, he actually said
Really?
something that is not taken a let pass because it's a big problem in the world.
Oh, really? So this guy has a history of like saying crap.
Exactly. And like doing celebrations like Benny, but worse.
Oh, damn. Then yeah, this guy is no angel.
But also, the other thing that gets me is like cannot you can talk smack. Obviously, people talk smack to each other at a time, but you covering your face for that long, I think that's for me what kind of gives it away. Like you're saying something you're not supposed to.
Yeah. No one covers their mouth like that
Yeah.
if he knows exactly what he's doing, and he knows that if he covers his mouth, people can't see what he's saying. So that's why he's covering his mouth.
Hmm.
And covering his mouth to begin with, that's suspicious already.
Yeah.
So I believe Vinny in this situation. Shame on this guy for like being racist and saying all this stuff.
My only
Like,
thing,
bro, you can talk crap in other ways. You don't have to call him things or say racist stuff. Like this this guy is the easiest guy to get in his head.
you could say anything, but Mbappe was saying that punishment should be to not let that player play another Champions League game again.
Pero
But
este jugador para mí no merece jugar
this
más la
player,
Champions.
for me, does not deserve
Es
to be playing in the Champions League.
una cosa maravillosa de jugar
It's an
la
incredible
Champions,
thing
la mejor
to play in the
competición. Yo
Champions
pienso
League,
que
the best
toda la
competition.
gente que está aquí, tú eres
Everybody who's
periodista,
here, all the
te ilusiona
journalists,
mucho la Champions, ¿no?
you're excited by
Claro,
the
me ilusiona
Champions
como
League, of
jugador,
course.
ilusiona a la gente,
I'm
ilusiona
excited
a
by
los
it as a
niños,
player.
y tenemos que dar el mejor
Young people are
ejemplo
excited by it. We
a
have
los
to, as
jóvenes, porque
players,
si
give the best
dejamos
example to
pasar este
youth.
tipo de cosas, yo pienso que todos
Because
los valores
when we
del
see things like
fútbol
this happen, all
no
the
valen
value
para
of
nada,
football
todo
doesn't mean
lo que
anything.
creemos no vale
Or
para
everything
nada,
that we believe in doesn't mean
y
anything.
hay que hacer algo.
And we have to do something.
I think that's a bit harsh, but I do think he needs to be suspended for a few games. And he has to be in Champions League, not in his league, because in Champions League is where he committed, so he needs to miss 5, 7 games of Champions League games that Benfica plays if they qualify again for next year. I mean, right now they're still playing against Madrid. And also, I heard that Benfica is planning on flying him to Madrid for the next match. Personally, I wouldn't think that's a good idea. But yeah, I think at this point it is what it is. And shame on him for saying whatever they said he called him monkey, I think. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Um Shame on him. And in regards to the celebration that Beanie did, I'm gonna be honest. It's like that commentators. I was watching it and I thought he was just dancing. However, because it's Benny, I could see why people could also think, oh, he's trying to diss or disturb the fans in Benfica fans. But I think because it's Benny, we think he is doing something bad. And I'm only saying that because, Rafinha sometimes has dance when he scores. Ronaldinho has. It's just that those players are not known to be like problematic. I think it's more of Vini's image for people to think that they did that. But also, because I also didn't understand the yellow card. Like the yellow card, why give him a yellow card? It looked like he was just dancing.
I think they took it like how I took it. Like
Mm.
he jumped and then he was like really close to the corner flag, and then the corner flag was all up close in his dangalang. He was dancing like that. Yeah, I don't know. But when I think of like dancing, I think of like or samba, I think of Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
Like he's doing all those moves, dancing and stuff. I don't think he even jumps to the corner flag like Vini did here.
Well, I think there's also like another aspect, and I think it's like Ronaldinho actually knew how to dance. I don't think Benny knows how to actually dance. Because when you see him at other celebrations where he dances, it just looks like he just gets excited and tries to do like some type of move, but it's not really like dancing, kind of like Ronaldinho or other Brazilian players have. Then that, kind of caused the whole situation. And just to tie it back in, even if he was dissing the fans or however people took if it was disturbing or disrespectful, um, it's not an excuse for the other player to call them racist names.
Yeah. It also looks like in this frame, Camavinga is pretty close to Vinny and that player, but I haven't heard Camavinga say anything.
Yeah,
Maybe he
it could be
doesn't.
like the camera zoomed in, so it makes him look closer than what he is. Hold on, let me
Yeah,
see. But oh no, he is pretty close.
Has
yeah, he's pretty
said
close.
from beneath his shirt an insult
He even grabbed Vinny.
which is beyond the pale, which has racially insulted Vinicius Jr., and which is an issue that has raised its...
See, and he has a teammate that's black. Like that makes no sense.
Exactly. And but he looks disappointed though.
He does.
His own teammate looks disappointed.
When and I saw a clip of Thierry Henry on Facebook, I think, when he was saying, you guys know I'm not a Madrid fan, but I stand with Beanie 100%. This shouldn't be happening in football." I mean, I just don't know like what comes to those players' mind other than he's young and stupid, because he's one of the younger players, I think. But that doesn't excuse anyone from saying racist names and stuff like that. And I did hear some people were saying it's expected he's Argentinian. I don't know what that means, and I'm not gonna get into it.
And I hear um Madrid fans and stuff aren't that nice either. So they say some pretty bad things, I hear.
I actually haven't kept up with all the like the fan reactions. I've been mostly paying attention to like the sports news and stuff like that. But what have you heard from the Madrid fans? I mean, you're a Madrid fan. You're pretty critical of Beanie.
I heard or like not Madrid fans, but I want to say La Liga fans in general.
Oh, okay.
I heard they can be pretty racist and stuff and say pretty bad things themselves.
Oh, I thought you meant about the situation. No, yeah, yeah. I
Um,
mean, I mean, it
no.
has happened in La Liga many times. Spaniards are also known for that. I mean, we seen it when they throw a banana to Dani Alves back in the day.
So I feel like it's kind of hard to be mad in this situation when they do it themselves.
I did wanted to point out, have you ever seen a black player play for Argentina?
I don't think I have.
You know, I'm not like gonna get too much into it, but I think since 2010, 2008, I don't remember any like black person in Argentinian national team. Now there's something wrong with that, but I'm just saying maybe there could be something.
I'm trying to think of somebody, but I don't know. No, I don't think so. I mean, I remember.
See, and this is gonna come out wrong, and I think we discussed it in this. No, it's not gonna come out wrong, but kind of like maybe controversial. And I know we talked about it in this channel before when incidents like this have happened. I heard that the most racist fans in football have been from Italy or Italian fans, right? There has been a connection, you know, just like logical. A lot of Argentinians are actually Italian descent. Um,
I think this guy is, right?
Yeah, and he's Argentinian, so.
With an Italian name, right?
Oh yeah, and I think he has an Italian name. It's like I forgot his name, but it's something with like um. So I'm just saying,
Combination of both.
I think you could ask anyone else in the world, and they're both gonna tell you that Italian and Argentinians are racist.
Damn.
Again, those are not the only nationalities that are, but I'm just saying, if you ask anyone, they're gonna say most of those people.
Now I wonder if his teammate right here is gonna see him the same way again.
Oh, this is what I
Would
wanted
you
to say.
even talk to him at this point?
But the thing is, like,
If anything, he might think you're a monkey too.
yeah, exactly. But the thing is more like the whole situation is like this is kind of going like what Vinny said and what he said, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, people are gonna choose to believe who they want. I think Mourinho even said like, "Oh, I want to be equal. I'm not gonna take sides."
Y he querido ser más equilibrado y más independiente que Álvaro y Kylian. Eu he hablado com Vinícius, Vinícius me diz uma coisa, eu he hablado com Prestiani, Prestiani me diz uma outra coisa. Eu poderia ser rojo e dizer solo creo en quello que me ha dicho Prestiani, pero he querido ser equilibrado e decir que neste mundo del fútbol y en las cosas que pasan en la cancha, yo intento ser sempre um pouco mais equilibrado e não quero dizer Vinícius é um mentiroso e Prestiani é um chico incrível. Álvaro ha optado por uma perspectiva diferente, Kylian ha optado por uma perspectiva diferente, eu não quero entrar por aí, a única coisa que digo eu é que passa em tantos estádios, sempre com o mesmo, há qualquer coisa que não, há alguma coisa que não vá.
I'm gonna listen to Vinny. I'm just gonna listen to my player. I'm just gonna be equal. And I was like, okay, that's the easy way out. I think he was trying to diss Arbeloa and Mbappe. He was like, I know Mbappe and Arbeloa took a different side, but I'm gonna be equal.
But I also want to bring up something else. I don't know if you heard, but I was hearing like I think Henri and them were saying after the game, Jose did an interview and he said that Vinny shouldn't have done that celebration and blaming it on Vinny.
Yo a Vinicius en el campo yo le he dicho, tú marcas un gol de otro mundo. ¿Por qué celebras así? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué no celebras como celebraba Di Stefano, Pelé, Eusebio? ¿Por qué no celebras un gol solo con la alegría de seres un jugador de otro mundo? Pasa siempre con lo mismo. Es la única cosa que no me entra. No, já chega de Vinícius.
That it was because he was doing that celebration and stuff.
Yeah, I did want to bring that point out. I think anyone should celebrate however they want, especially a banger. Not disrespectful, obviously. But even what he did, if he was disrespectful to some, it's not as disrespectful as what many other players have done in the past. And I mean, in this case, I thought I thought Mourinho was just kind of sour that they lost. But he likely didn't say anything like outlandish. He was just calm about it. And Mourinho's one to talk because we saw how he was celebrating.
Yeah. I think I don't remember, Henri might have brought that up. Or someone else.
But I remember when he beat Barca with Inter or something, he like
Yeah.
ran across the field and was like, I
Yeah.
remember that game, and that's
Yeah.
just one of the ones, but there's many others. I mean, I like Mourinho as a coach, right? I don't have to agree with everything he says, but I do like Mourinho as a coach, and
Yeah.
I feel like he has brought passion, controversy, and bunch of things to football that is needed.
But we said it in the past, and I'm gonna say it again. Vinny needs to choose his actions better, or think about his actions, or think before he does anything.
I agree. I think Madrid needs to work better disciplining him. He also has to do it as a person
Yeah.
or as a player. You know, people look up to him, people watch him. He's plays for one of the biggest teams, if not the biggest in the world. And also, the other guy needs to learn not to be racist.
Yeah.
Beanie could obviously be less disrespectful, less crying, crybaby about things, but doesn't take away the fact that whatever the other guy did is unacceptable. And hopefully UEFA does give him some type of punishment, especially because he's young, he has time to learn. And maybe and hopefully Benny also just I mean Benny is not just because of this incident, just throughout his career, at some point he needs to be better because the I don't think other teams are gonna want him like that, and he's getting older too. I mean, he's young, but he is getting older. And those people in the comments, let us know what you think about the whole situation. Did Vinny deserve a yellow card? What do you think of his celebration? Was it right or wrong? Uh, do you agree with what Mourinho said? With what Thierry said, or Henri said, or I think Fernandon also said something about it. And I support no racism in football. Let's keep that out of the sports.